Hello, my name's Ted Neum. I'm a food and beverage and portrait photographer based in Philadelphia. If you're ever around town, just hit me up on my grams and or email. Love to, or at least help you find where you should go check out to eat and drink. I wanted to start 2025 with doing these videos. For the longest time I've been just a stills photographer, and for the last 2 years I've been dabbling more into video. So I really wanted to push myself to take the next step, do vlogs, and this way I could get practice to do more video with like sit down conversations. So when I try to pitch these like food documentary work that I want to do with chefs and all that sort, I have a better, have more experience to do so. So yeah, I really wanted to try this out. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, but the biggest thing is obviously the setup, me actually communicating to the camera to give my thoughts vocally instead of by text, which is what I'm very used to. It's like emails or blogging and that sort. Who knows? Maybe this would be like all the New Year's resolutions that we always make, but we always break. I hope not, because I really want to try to keep this going. But yeah, I've been shooting for 20-ish years. Since pretty much when I was in college, I started as a photographer. Then I did weddings for 8 years or 10 years. Then I got burnt out from doing weddings. I started shooting food. I've been always in the kitchen, so for me it was like a natural fit for me to move to that. It was just creating a name for myself and getting work, which I'm still trying to do. I'm making pitches, sending mailers, all that sort to get recognized and get hired for work. For most of my work has been with Philadelphia Magazine, but the last couple of years I've shot my first cookbook. I did several major commercial jobs for a champagne brand. So it's getting there. I don't know what 25 is gonna look like, and I'm gonna keep on trying to make these videos to keep myself busy while I keep on trying to network and pitch for more work. What I generally don't want to keep on to do the gear I use, but you know what, I might as well, since I'm here and my cameras are on my desk. Lately I've been using the Canon R5 Mark II. Right now it's the 35 silver ring. I might get the VCM lenses, the 35 or 24 and 50, because last night I tried to put this on a gimbal with the 50L 1.2. It was just way too hard to do so. Like, it was pretty significant weight. But yeah, I used to shoot all Fuji, which I had the GFX 100S right here with the Helios 55 or 44-2 58mm. I used to have the bigger set. For the Fuji, I used to have the 80, the 55, 45 for that system, but I might create another video for this later. But it's just, I love the colors, the tones, and the details from the Fuji. I just do not like the build quality. It just froze so many times during huge commercial jobs. I'm like, I can't do this. And if you have an art director right next to you and your camera freezes, you're not only are you taking time away to fix the issue during the shoot, you are also you kind of look unprofessional. Sorry for that. In a way, you're making the art director be like, is everything okay? You have to take time away from the actual work. And with food and beverage, things go south. It's on a time limit, so if you have to take time to fix your gear, it's not great. I used to shoot with the X-H2S as well. It didn't cause problems like the GFX, but it did shut down on its own. It did freeze, and then Fuji's autofocus debacle at the time was still going on. I don't know if they fixed it. From what I've seen on the YouTube, it's almost there maybe, but not really. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go back to Canon. I did think about the Nikon Z8 and that sort, but the R5 Mark II just got announced, and I saw the specs. And I'm like, you know what? I shot with Canon for a majority of my career. I'll just go back because I'm so used to the ergonomics. That's pretty much why I went with the Canon instead of the Nikon, because yeah, spec-wise they're both really amazing. Like, they're pretty comparable. The Z8 is I think $1,000 cheaper, maybe a little bit less than the Canon, and the lenses are way more, probably a little more comfortable with more options. But the fact that I'm so used to the grip, button layout, and all that sort, it was just like a natural fit for me to go back to Canon. Even though I do not like the fact that their L lenses are crazy expensive. I mean, yeah, so, well, I also, since we're on this train, I am shooting on a Sony FX3 that's filming me right now. Yeah, I'm not brand loyal. I have like the three of the major camera brands. I'm also shooting on Cine lenses, and yeah, it's been quite the journey to do video and using all this gear to tell stories, and also quite the expense. I'm not saying you need to get the same stuff as I have, but yeah, it's, especially going to video, I've learned that the expense is crazy, way more than what I would spend just for photo work. Well, if I was just sticking with photo work, I would have just stuck with the GFX 1JS and the Canon R5. But yeah, video, especially in a time of AI and print publications slowly disappearing, it's like, well, gotta adapt. So yeah, that is me in a nutshell. I do love gear, maybe too much, but ultimately I want to be able to tell really cool stories revolving around food and beverages. Because, you know, it's not only is it delicious, but it's sustenance. It's things we need to survive. I mean, maybe not alcohol, but coffee, definitely.